Welcome to Terror in Tandem, a podcast about finding entertainment in the macabre. Hosted by the knowledgeable and lovable Laura and Richard Mathiasen. Each episode, we discuss the horror genre, from books to film to TV and beyond. Sometimes, even from the beyond. You can find all our episodes on YouTube at Terror in Tandem. You can find us on Instagram at Terror in Tandem, and you'll always find our latest episode on our website, terrorintandem.com.
Hello, good morning.
Good day. And how are you on this fine day?
It's July.
Yay! I like
Happy
July. Oh, July. When all the best people are born.
July.
And please don't contact me in case someone horrible was born in July.
Isn't it, that the Decemberists sing a song called July?
It is funny.
Yeah.
Is it about people crossing the ocean with their families to start new lives, humble lives, where they build houses and they farm?
Me and my clipper ship and a bottle of grog.
And me and 15 of my kids, we traveled the lands in search of a home from a family and our kin.
And that's a little shanty.
Yeah, I get it, but I've been listening to a lot of Canadian folk music lately, and it's very Nova Scotia based.
I think it was just Canada Day.
Yeah, hey, happy
days
Canada
ago.
Day. It was.
I don't know if we have any Canadian listeners, but if we
do, we're sorry.
No.
For all of the goings on.
If we do have Canadian listeners, thank you.
And we do talk a lot about Canadian horror movies on the pod. One of our
actors
favorites from last year was Red Rooms from Quebec.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very disgusting.
Anyway, talking about July.
Yeah, these are our July recommendations.
For the hotness. Now,
you want to stay cool with something hot? Watch one of our recommendations.
Sweat with Fear.
You need a beach read that probably nobody's going to ask you about. Maybe we'll recommend something.
Do you want to pull out a book on the bus and have people move a few seats away from you? We've got you covered.
Yeah, on the bus. Only on the bus.
And with our binoculars.
So, yeah, we're going to make some recommendations for you.
Max Headroom coming at you.
And it's, the hottest, one of the second hottest month. I mean, it's debatable. Is August hotter than July? I guess I
feel like August is the hottest.
Yeah, it's like
the dog days, as they say.
Is it?
Yeah, the dog days of summer.
Is that what August represents? I wasn't sure if it was
It's
September.
like, mouth out, lolling in the heat,
yeah.
Yeah. Tongue out.
Everything's
Tongue out, mouth
burned
out
by then.
Yeah, everyone's
Sorry, everyone.
dead. It's just a desolated Mad
nobody's
Max.
dead. But anyway, July has a lot to offer in the way of celebrations for certain people that we won't mention here. And also
certain attractive men into their middle years at this point.
Yeah, the tipping point. Definitely right in the middle.
We're in the fucking tipping point, all right.
Well, we have some fun things planned for at least the immediate July future.
I mean, we always have fun plans. We're incredibly fun people doing fun stuff in a fun way.
And we're fun.
Yeah.
Did we say that we're fun?
I mean, we shouldn't have to, but we are.
Are we overstating
really,
that we're
really
fun? Does that mean we're not fun?
Great at parties, open to invites.
Open to invites that he will decline.
Yeah, probably. So, in a good mood, I'll say yes, and then I'll have multiple anxiety attacks about it.
That's everybody, everywhere, all the time.
Well, I feel less alone.
Yeah, most people have, let's go, and then a lot of people before the
trick
event
is,
happens, they'll be like, I don't want to go. I don't feel like going.
Don't go to the grocery store when you're hungry, because then you just end up buying snacks and not food. Don't make plans when you're feeling really confident in a great mood. Make plans when you're kind of average or a little low. That way, you'll follow through with that, because you didn't really want to, but just
the problem is
for some
that
people
you don't feel like making plans when you're feeling low.
You got to push through that.
Anyway, so what do we have fun coming up in July? Just to share with the audience.
Finally, the stars
finally?
And our schedules have. Well, I wanted to see it on opening day, but we were in different towns doing different things. traveling. You had to inspect luxury properties on one coast. I had to burn a bunch of files in the Caribbean. So like we didn't get a chance to, but we're finally going to see 28 years later.
Yeah. And the Caymans isn't just for adding.
No, I'm extremely, extremely, extremely excited. The original movie.
Yeah, 28 years later.
Jesus. When this came out in 2002.
It's been 28 years, everyone.
23.
I know.
I
was just trying to.
Damn it.
I don't understand why they couldn't have just waited.
Well, listen, they've been talking about this for a long time, and it was going to be
they?
Danny Boyle and Alex Garland
right.
and Cillian Murphy, but and for a long time it was going to be 28 months later, and then obviously that didn't happen. So when this first movie came out, it just blew me away. I mean, it was so raw and visceral, and
everybody knows where they were when they first saw this.
For real,
movie.
like
it's
I
really
legit
a significant zombie.
I remember
movie.
leaving that movie, and it's not a zombie movie.
An infected.
I know,
movie.
but I think they've actually kind of said that it is a zombie movie. I don't mean to be a dick.
You
it just
don't.
Happens,
it just happens
naturally.
all the time, no matter
but
what. How
Danny Boyle's use of silence in that movie, how like. In the moments when it was quiet, it was way scarier than in the moments when it was crazy. The speed with which the rage virus infects you, you have like 30 seconds or something before you become a rage monster. Brendan Gleeson having like less than a minute to say goodbye to his daughter. It's just the movie is an all-time classic, and it was one of those movies when even leaving the theater, I was like, that may be an all-time classic I just watched.
Yeah.
So 28 weeks later, I thought was pretty good, but Juan Carlos Fresnadillo directed it. He's great, but he's not Danny Boyle, and I'm very excited to see the original team back, and I'm really looking forward to the next installment, The Bone Temple, which comes out, I believe, either late this year or early next year. Yeah, early 2026, directed by the incredible Nia DaCosta. Really, really, I'm just so psyched that Danny Boyle's back in the horror genre. He
made a significant impact with 28 Days Later, and it did definitely change the genre
for sure.
This like subgenre for many, many people, and I think that this actually gave the ability for Walking Dead and other types of zombie.
It was a shot in the arm. Yeah,
happen.
No, it revitalized. It made tons of money. There's that incredibly famous, scene of Cillian Murphy walking through London and it's empty, and they just filmed it like bits and pieces at like 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, right as the sun was coming up. There wasn't really anything special to it. Danny Boyle made his start, with Shallow Grave and Trainspotting, doing like very guerrilla filmmaking in Scotland. And he's never lost that despite his success. He shot these on iPhones, like an array of them. But I'm very excited to see what new ideas and innovations. And in approach, I know Alex Garland has said that this is very heavily influenced by Brexit. So in a post-Brexit world and the isolation of the UK that's very much happening on an international level.
It always makes me laugh that you say Brexit.
I'm New York eggs. I know. It's the accent, Brexit. Man. I'm such a fucking Guido. I can't help it. Maybe you got to take the Brexit.
Speaking of, if you're like, I've heard of Danny Boyle and I've seen 28 Days Later, and maybe you've seen Trainspotting. Can I give you a couple of others to watch?
Sure.
One is The Beach.
I've really also written by Alex Garland,
with
their first collaboration
very,
together.
Very, very young,
DiCaprio.
Probably almost as young as his current girlfriend.
Yeah.
DiCaprio, Leonardo
also
DiCaprio.
Tilda Swinton
in a sex.
Oh yeah.
A very sexy role.
Yeah.
The other,
based on the novel by Alex Garland.
Yeah.
Alex Garland, who was a novelist before he became a screenwriter.
The other is Sunshine.
Sunshine rules.
Another Cillian Murphy starring role, but this is set in space.
Chris Evans too, in a non-Captain America role.
Rose Byrne.
Yeah.
Also.
The beloved Michelle Yeoh and.
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Yeah. Hiroyuki Sanada.
You got really excited.
Yeah. Benjamin Wong is in it too.
Benedict Wong.
Yeah,
I know, it's a real cast.
And then the last one that I want to recommend.
Trainspotting?
No, I already said that.
Oh.
I said most of you have probably seen it. Now I understand this actor is controversial, but it is a really good movie. 127 Hours.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie.
It's a really, really great movie.
Yeah. And listen, if you have strong feelings about James Franco, watch him cut his arm off.
Watch him make stupid decisions in front of your face.
Yeah, and then cut his arm off with a set of keys.
So,
and his teeth.
Just if you wanted to do a little Danny Boyle deep dive before you go see this, by all means.
And this has been...
But of those, I would just beeline right to Sunshine.
This has been the segment of Terror in Tandem we call Lancing the Boils.
But anyway, other things happen too, and we're going to give you some things to enjoy your downtime with. So why don't you start?
Me? Okay. Well, I think I'm going to start with my maybe. So this one...
I didn't know this was a maybe episode. I thought it was a recommendation episode.
I am recommending this, but on 3 levels. Now, the first tier is I have hopes for this. I think it looks interesting. It looks neat. What gives me a little bit of pause is the director's previous efforts haven't been super great. However, that can always be just they haven't hit their stride yet. And this could be the one that does it. We're talking about The Banished from director Joseph Sims Dennett, coming July 18th, limited in theaters and VOD.
Oh.
Now, it's an Australian folk horror, so 2 ticks in the yes column for me. Huzzah, mate. I'm just going to read the little synopsis. Upon the death of her abusive father, Grace returns to the derelict coal mining town that she grew up in. Fun. Only to find that her brother David is missing. Deciding to reunite her family, she sets off into the wilderness, guided by a strange man from her past, which is one way to set about a family reunion. She hopes to find a hippie commune that David has escaped to. She gets abandoned. She gets injured. She loses her weird guide and gets isolated in the woods. Then she meets some weird people. She hears a voice on the radio that guides her. Anyway, the trailer was really interesting. There's a lot of surreal imagery, a lot of sort of questioning her sanity as she's isolated in the woods and weird things start to happen. That isn't to say that there isn't a supernatural element to it. There's pretty clearly seems to be something else going on here. There's not a ton of info beyond that. Mm-hmm. The poster is really neat. I'm really into quality poster design, especially I don't know, when so many posters are just heavily photoshopped floating heads of famous people, looking serious at stuff in a weird lineup.
Yeah, it's got a Cthulhu vibe.
It's neat. Yeah. I love folk horror. I love Australian horror movies. The Banished, it really does look promising. I thought the trailer was neat, and I have high hopes. But like I said, because I'm not super familiar with the director and it doesn't look like their previous work connected too well, this is definitely in the the wild card. I want it to work, but don't hate me if it doesn't.
No, people already do hate
Honestly,
you.
Don't hate me. I'm really fragile. Ridiculously fragile.
I thought that looked like something
Fabergé.
that you would be interested in.
Neat. And I am. And you were right. You know me so well.
I do. So my first recommendation is by someone we just talked about in our found footage. A new, releasing in America, new horror film by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, written and directed by, called Cloud.
I know. So,
creator of Cure and Pulse.
Can I just have a quick moment?
Sure.
When I was 19, my brother and I drove up from New York to Montreal to the Fantasia Film Festival. Shout out, it's going on pretty soon. It's the greatest film festival ever. And we saw Cure at the film festival. It was it had been released I think earlier, so it was a re-showing of it, but my brother walked out of it and I didn't really know if he would be into it, and he was like smitten, just blown away by that movie. We both were, but that was a nice moment. Shout out to Brother.
Yeah.
Kuo.
Cloud sounds like, looks like kind of a good blend of Kurosawa's tension building and exploring the darker side of human behavior. And
is there a darker side of human behavior?
It seems like it's a psychological thriller. It focuses on greed and retribution. And, I think Kurosawa is great at doing slow burn suspense.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what the movie is about. It's about Yoshi, a young Tokyo factory worker. He starts to purchase, sometimes steal, and resell items on the black market, and at a markup, of course. And so he's cheating the buyers. And he seems like he's on his way to financial success. He leaves his factory job. He buys a new home. His girlfriend moves in with him. But with that becomes his more, greedy nature to become more criminal, making more bad decisions, and things start to fall apart in his life. He starts to disconnect from society. He becomes paranoid, and then on an online forum of all of his disgruntled customers begin to band together to make plans to seek revenge against him. So then the back half of the movie is really focused on their acts of revenge. So
I do like acts of revenge.
Yeah. So
and I like Kurosawa. My gosh, I'm really excited about this.
And the actor playing Yoshi is this young Japanese actor, singer who has been in a lot of things.
Neat.
So I think it's going to be really exciting. And that comes out July 18th.
This is a recommendation of yours that I am greatly looking forward to.
Oh, wow. I thought all of mine were.
No. They are. I didn't mean to say that this is unique. I'm just saying,
implied.
Sometimes
Audience,
I'm not going to run out.
Was it heavily implied?
Read
send us
the
a
latest
DM
Grady Hendrix
if you're
necessarily.
on my side or Richard's side.
Oh, the phone. Oh, God. It's lighting up. The phone, the switchboard.
Our phone operator can barely handle it.
Our switchboard operator has fully fallen asleep in a sunbeam. It's just tragic.
Just in the shadow. She was just in the sun.
She's always in the shadows. That's where she lurks.
What do you have next?
Wanted to just revisit my previous anecdote about the Fantasia Film Festival.
Yeah.
In forgetting how aged I am. I actually caught The Cure at its American premiere, I think, because it came out in 1997 and this festival was in 1999. So that's when I went, was 1999.
So did you watch Cure?
Oh, no, I did. I watched Cure. I'm just saying I thought it had been out for a long time because I couldn't possibly be that old. But no, I saw it right after it came out. Anyway, the other movie that we saw was Takashi Miike's Rainy Dog, which was fucking amazing. What a great time. Love you, Montreal. Je t'aime. Anyway, I am going to go with my next one.
Way to trample all over my recommendation.
Love it so much. Love it so much. My next one is my fun one. I'm really excited about this. It's coming from director Mike Wiluan, who is an Indonesian super producer and also director. On Shudder, July 25th, the very appropriately named Monster Island. Yes. So in Monster Island, it's a period piece taking place during World War II. Dean Fukioka, who was in the live-action adaptation of Full Metal Alchemist, plays a Japanese POW aboard a British ship that gets torpedoed and sunk, and he survives, swims to an island, and finds that he is on that island with a British sailor who also survived the wreck, played by Callum Woodhouse from All Creatures Great and Small. Love that so much, All Creatures Great and Small. Anyway, the thing on this island is these two folks who are enemies, obviously, they have to band together to fight a gill man creature monster named Orangikan. An Orangikan, like I said, it's like a creature from the Black Lagoon, sort of Shape of Water, but bad thing, and it just really eats the shit out of people. So they have to team up to survive. It's based on Malaysian folklore and heavily inspired by the creature from the Black Lagoon, as I mentioned. It looks like really, really good practical effects and makeup and, like creature effects and a lot of like gory kills. Good actors.
Gory kills.
I remember the part of James Herriot's collection where he talked about his relationship with a gill person. It was lovely. It was just a beautiful part. All creatures, gilled and monstrous. So I'm really looking forward to Monster Island. Like I said, it's coming to Shudder on July 25th. A good creature feature. It's a multinational production between Indonesia, the UK, Japan, and shot on location, I think maybe in the Philippines or, I don't know, in the Pacific. Anyway, looks really great. Looks really violent. Could be a lot of fun. Here's hoping.
Awesome.
Monster Island. Mm-hmm. Imagine traveling there and just being like...
I wouldn't.
Kind of reminds me of the Simpsons joke, like, I wish we were going to Candy Apple Island. What's on there?
Yeah, right.
Apes, but they're not so big.
Why don't we take a break?
I guess if I had to put a silver lining on the pandemic, it'd be that many of us have started cooking more at home. But social distancing sure does make it tough to get the organic meats you need to make the demons in your mind stop screaming. And oh, how they scream. Yeah, sure, you'd love the convenience of a meal delivery service, but there's never been anything that appeals to your very specific dietary requirements. That is, until now. Introducing Hello Flesh, a pre-planned meal delivery service for Wendigos, fancy cannibal sophisticates, or your all-American hillbilly nightmare family. Each week with HelloFlesh, you'll get a box of all the ingredients you'll need to make a variety of delicious human-based meats. Choose from assortments such as nosy neighbor foie gras, roast runaway, and pan-seared no one will miss them. Every box of HelloFlesh is designed to suit a variety of finicky people eaters. Just follow the enclosed directions, then immediately burn them and any other evidence. Discreet, drip-free packaging guaranteed, and we'll kill and disappear your postman at no extra cost. Hello Flesh, the pre-planned meal box for the taboo gourmand on the go. This is a fake ad for a fake product on a horror-themed podcast. We do not condone nor endorse eating people. And we're back.
Hi, welcome back.
Buy all of that and just make the checks out to cash.
Yeah, and send them to us though.
Yeah, do that. That's
there's two parts.
So important that you send the money.
Okay, so my next recommendation, listen, it's nostalgia. It's a new era. It's a new group. So, it's I Know What You Did Last Summer, also coming out on the 18th of July.
Another one I saw in the theater when it came out.
Yeah, listen, the first one's delightful.
It's terrible. Great.
And it's directed by Jennifer Caitlin Robinson. This is her directorial debut, but she wrote and produced the films Do Revenge, Thor, Love and Thunder, and Someone Great. And Someone Great from 2019, starring Gina Rodriguez and Lakeith Stanfield, was a delightful rom-com. And it was like a lot of heart, really good girl friendships. It was very funny.
Yeah.
So she's kind of, and Do Revenge came out. It's got Maya Hawke in it, and it's kind of like a new, like Heathers type vibe.
Yeah.
And it was really fun and dark, like dark comedy. Thor
Love and Thunder is a movie I saw once and just pretended it was a fever dream I had, and I never watched it again.
Yeah, but she's got experience, so even though this is her directorial debut, I feel like she's going to be able to handle it well.
Good luck.
Anyway,
I didn't mean that to be sarcastic. I really meant good.
Really
I know, but I really meant good luck. Good luck.
Anyway, I like her sensibilities, and she does 20-somethings.
I like her
film
sense
really well. So the original film, for those of you that might be too young to remember or don't really know, it came out in 1997, starring Sarah Michelle Gellar. Who
I've heard it both
is
ways.
going to be on the Hollywood Walk of Fame as of just recently.
And
recent news.
in the new Buffy reboot.
Yeah. Obviously, everybody knows her as Buffy. Freddie Prinze Jr., who they met and fell in love on this film, and Jennifer Love Hewitt and Ryan Phillippe. So lots of folks that.
We're forgetting Johnny Galecki.
Oh, okay.
He
yeah,
was
we
totally
are. It's
in it.
okay.
He was totally
He's a
in
creep. So
Is he really?
yes.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Also, why I didn't bring him up because he's insignificant.
Fuck that guy.
But this time around, we have Madeline Klein from Outer Banks and Glass Onion, Chase Sue Wonders from Bodies, 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 and she's now in the Apple TV show The Studio, and Tariq Withers, who's starring in the upcoming horror film Him, coming out in September.
The one with Marlon Wayans looks really good.
And we also, from the trailer, know that there's an appearance from Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. Sarah Michelle Gellar will not return because she died in the original.
She sure did.
So this looks like a classic slasher reboot. They tried in
no mention of
2021
Ryan
with a
Phillippe?
TV series on Prime that failed.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But the premise is the same. It's Southport, summer night, fooling around on a dangerous curb. 5 friends accidentally cause a deadly car accident and lie to cover it up. A year later, they're all stalked and killed one by one. So let's see what happens in this one.
This was always a tough movie for me to wrap my head around because, like,
it's just silly fun.
Am I supposed to feel bad for anybody? Like, I want them to get fish
that's
hooked.
part of it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, slashers are rarely plot and character developed.
I guess.
No, Monster Island is more plausible.
You know what? Now I'm not protecting you from Orangi Khan.
But anyway, for those of you who like fun little slashers like I do, and when I did recommend the Final Destination film, it was fun. It was exactly what you expect, and I believe that this film will be exactly what you expect and nothing that you don't.
One of the more successful movies of the year also. Yeah.
So I know what you did last summer. For the nostalgia alone, coming out in the summer, it's perfect cameos. I say go check it out.
Are they calling it I Know What You Did Last Summer? Or is it like
I Know
another?
What You Did Last Summer.
Really? So it's not like I've always known what you were doing.
Well, I still know was
I continue to know what you have done past summers and more.
Let's move on.
I am closing out with. So I did my wild card. I did my fun one. And now I'm doing the one I'm really looking forward to and definitely my squirmiest. It is Together from first-time director and former actor Michael Shanks. Maybe he still acts. Now, it's coming out July 30th in theaters. Now, this is written and directed by Michael Shanks. Michael Shanks. And I, of course, am a big Michael Shanks fan from his days as Dr. Daniel Jackson.
Speaking of Canada.
He is Canadian.
Yeah. Stargate, right?
Stargate SG-1, my beloved with Richard Dean Anderson. Anyway, he was so good on that show. And side note, Hollywood, please bring back Stargate. Stargate is great. SG-1, Atlantis, it was all good.
Stargate, still more stars.
There are many gates to travel. Anyway, in this movie, Allison Brie and Dave Franco, real-life married couple, play fake-life married couple, going through a lull in their marriage. They're not connecting. They're drifting apart. They can't get on the same page. And, you see that in the trailer
Sounds
of them
familiar.
oh, gosh. I don't like that.
Our podcast is the equivalent of having a baby.
Goodbye, everybody. This has been Terror in Tandem. So anyway, they their relationship is falling apart. So they move to the countryside, kind of isolated, and strange things start happening to them, kind of mimicking their growing codependency. As they grow closer together, they have nightmares, they have visions. Their bodies start to meld. Sometimes there's definite elements of body horror. there's quantum entanglement. Like one of them does a thing from miles away and the other one's body reacts to it. It's fascinating. It looks really insane. It looks very...
It's a neon film.
It's another neon corker. It looks like it pushes the element and the boundaries of, discomfort and raw need and honesty within a, loving relationship that often gets complicated. I love the use of horror and body horror especially to, explore themes of that thin line between a partnership and an unhealthy codependency. It is quite a fine distinction between the two. A partnership that is very close and works well, and one that is off balance. So I'm really, really interested in this. The trailer is nuts. It's got a lot of really, really striking imagery in it. I think Dave Franco and Alison Brie are both incredibly talented actors, and they work well together. They have in the past, and they work well in the horror genre. So I'm extremely looking forward to Together, but it's definitely the squirmiest one. It's gonna be a lot at times. I hope they don't do any downstairs business melding weird mutilation
they're
stuff.
Definitely going to.
I know they are, and that's tough to watch.
I mean, the talk about movie poster. It's pretty awesome because
the poster's intense. Yeah,
their eyelashes are like interwoven with each other.
It's very
it's
like if you've ever like really loved somebody and you've been close to them and with them, and you're just like, I just want to get as close as possible. Well,
yeah, I just want to be close to you.
Yeah. So Together, why don't we see this one together?
Maybe.
Sit.
Well, if you see it, I'll probably also be watching it.
Yeah. No, there's a whole thing where like she's driving a car, but his body in the shower is moving. So whenever she takes a turn, like he gets slammed up against the wall.
Interesting.
Quantum entanglement. So what do you got?
So my last one is a release of a double novella collection by Stephen Graham Jones. I had
a feeling you were going to do this one.
If you've ever listened to this podcast, you know that I'm somewhat obsessed with Stephen Graham Jones.
3 words keep coming up: Jones, Graham, and Stephen.
Yeah. And it comes out July 15th. And it happens to be 2 novellas that I have not read from him yet. The first one, so it comes out like what it looks like is you're going to flip the book to read each novella.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Back, like upside down.
I think.
Yeah. Backwards and forwards. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So the first is Killer on the Road. It's about a teen named Harper who runs away because she's fighting with her mother. She attempts to hitchhike, but her friends and ex intervene and try to distract her and get back on track. But Harper has been targeted unknowingly by a local serial killer who knows where she is, and what ensues is a deadly chase, road trip, murder spree.
Like The Hitcher.
That sounds amazing. The other one is called The Babysitter Lives, which originally came out in August 2022. Why did I say that so weird?
You could ask that any number of times.
2022.
in the year of our Lord,
2022. So anyway, it came out
Anno Domini.
Only on audio. So these physical books haven't really existed until now. So this is going to now be part of the 2 novella collection. And it's about a babysitter, who's hired to watch the Wilbank twins. And she's studying for the SATs, which are the following day. And the following day also happens to be Halloween. So I'm sure it's a little homage to Halloween. Her last attempt at babysitting ended when one of the kids she watched sleepwalked into the street, and her mother had to kind of help and, make sure that the kid didn't get hit by a car. So this time around, she's being extra cautious, but the house keeps making noises. And she keeps hearing voices, and she keeps checking on the kids, but she finds out that she's not in the house alone. But it is called The Babysitter Lives, so does she?
Is it like a Bad Ronald situation? Like somebody in the walls, like Brahms?
I don't know.
Huh. Nice. I love
So
that shit.
Killer on the Road, The Babysitter Lives, double novella collection from Stephen Graham Jones.
You know-
Haven't seen one of these types of collections with the double.
Yeah, Stephen
a
King does
while.
that a while. Like he'll collect a few novellas.
Yeah, but he hasn't done it in a while.
Oh no.
Tell me how you really feel.
If it bleeds.
Anyway, I'm going to check it out, and I think it's a real great collection to have.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Well, we've got movies, we've got some streamers, and we've got some bookers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever
Hit
you
the
do this
beach.
July, stay cool, be cool.
Stay
and
indoors with the lights
listen
off.
to Terror in Tandem.
Stay away from that sun. It hates you.
Okay. That was like kind of perfect.
Oh, as an ending?
Yeah.
I mean, we could always... Terror in Tandem is written, produced, and recorded by Laura and Richard Mathiasen, and edited and mixed by Richard Mathiasen. Our theme was written and performed by Carrie Denver, and all other music was written and performed by David Suspanic. All opinions expressed on this podcast are our own and should be taken as such. Thanks for listening, and please remember to give us a like, a review, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. We're standing right behind you.